Josh Lane was part of the Dr. Ann Wigmore team that brought wheatgrass, sprouts, and raw foods to a worldwide audience. And now the host of Here's to Your Health on LA Talk Live, Joshua Lane.
We're back. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Here's to Your Health on the LA Talk Live broadcast network. My guest, Pete Overgaag, Hollandia Produce Company. If you're watching us today on the site, LA Talk Live, I have this lovely greenery on the black table. We mentioned it looks good. Green on black looks fantastic. Pete, welcome to Here's to Your Health.
Hi, Josh. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you. What do we have here? What am I seeing? Is this hydroponic lettuce?
Yeah, so we specialize in greenhouse hydroponically grown greens. So all of our lettuces and cresses, they're all hydroponically grown in our greenhouses.
So what does that mean exactly?
It means grown on water. So the roots are hanging in the water, and the nutrients that the plants need are in the water. So as the water flows past the roots are pulling out the nutrients that they need to grow.
So don't the plants feel deprived that they have no soil to cling to? How do they handle that?
They handle it very well because they actually don't need that. The soil is actually just a place for the roots to be and something to hold the moisture if they were to be growing outside. So they actually make less roots because what they need is right there for them. So the energy is able to be focused on growing the plant instead of making more roots searching for nutrients.
Now, hydroponic, I'll use the word gardening. Just hydroponic, the idea of hydroponic gardening kind of became popular in the early 60s, didn't it? A little bit became kind of popular.
Yeah, it did, and it kind of stayed stable, but recently there's been quite an explosion. There's a lot of tower gardens advertise and various things, and every day there's a story about hydroponics. So it's quite an explosion of interest.
And where does hydroponic gardening fit in with the whole idea of organically grown fruits and vegetables?
So organic hydroponics is a little more difficult because of the controlling the pH and what the nutrients to use. You can't just throw some manure in there and keep your fingers crossed. So it's a lot trickier.
Right.
So it took us about 5 years of a lot of research to figure out how to get our process going.
And the advantage for the consumer on hydroponic, is the nutrient mix better? Does it have better shelf life? Does it taste better? Is it less money? What are the advantages for me?
It does cost a little more on the shelf. There's no question there, but you get more because the whole, in our case, the whole head of lettuce, all the leaves are usable, and since we're able to leave the roots on, it keeps the whole head of lettuce fresh. Right. So you're not throwing any away. You might be gone for a few days, come back, and the rest of your lettuce is still very tasty.
So as I can take this, what is this?
That's our upland cress.
Oh, this is watercress.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so if I go home and put this watercress in a little bowl of water, I'll have a little plant for a day or two, won't I? It'll just grow before I want to eat it up.
Yep, correct. We recommend to keep it in the fridge to keep it longer, but if you're going to eat it right away, to put it in a little bit of water would be fine.
And if I put it in water, will it kind of bloom a little bit?
That would take a few more weeks.
Well, I mean, would it actually get, would it get full of water in the leaves and kind of look firm and good?
Yes, it would get a little more turgid. Yes. Yeah.
What's the word?
Turgid. That the leaves would be more denser.
By the way, speaking of watercress, someone recently who I respect, who's an herbalist, said that watercress is just a remarkably important medicinal herb.
Yes, and that may have been Dr. Oz. He brought it up on his show that how healthy it is and cancer fighting it is.
It may have been Oz. Actually, it may have been. You're right. I forget exactly. Yeah, I guess it was Oz. I guess you're right. He seems to be the important guy.
And we actually have a superfood certification. We had our watercress and our upland cress tested in a lab for the antioxidant levels, and it has high levels of lutein, so it qualifies as a superfood. So we went through the process to have that certification, so everyone can understand that this is the real deal.
And what do I do with watercress? I put it in a salad? Is that it?
Mix it in the salad. It's great on sandwiches. Just spread the leaves on the sandwich. And watercress soup is also very popular.
Watercress soup. And may I ask you a question? How long have you been in the produce biz?
About 25 years. Before that, we were growing flowers in our greenhouses, and we evolved to vegetables.
So you and your family have been doing agriculture for a long time.
Yes.
Could you ever have envisioned that I could go into Ralph's or Vaughn's and there'd be an entire section devoted to kale? Could you ever? No, because none of us. I mean, are you impressed by that?
Yes, it's very very interesting and impressive, and also how quickly it happened. It's
right.
Been like an explosion.
And why is that? As a grower of vegetables, of better quality vegetables and food, why all of a sudden? What's happening? That's going on? Why?
I think kale being known as being so healthy, and with digital technology and social media, I think word gets out quicker, because kale's been around a long time, and 50 years ago everyone knew it was healthy, but
no one ate it.
Right.
They knew it was there, but they're not using it. Right.
Yeah. So and that's an interesting product for us too. We're testing it. We're able to grow it hydroponically, so you may see it on the shelf soon from our company as well.
And where's your company?
We're up in Carpinteria, California.
Oh, that's very nice. It's beautiful up there. And what's the name of your company?
Hollandia Produce, and you'll see us on the shelf as Live Gourmet or Grower Pete's.
And where do I find Grower Pete's?
Grower Pete's is in Ralph's, Albertsons, a lot of health food stores. Some of the Whole Foods stores carry it.
Oh my goodness, you're everywhere.
Yes, and a lot of those independent stores carry it also.
And is this butternut lettuce?
Yes, butter lettuce, and then this one here is a red butter lettuce, which
well, they look great.
Yes,
they look great. So this is always a good sign. And what's the shelf life on these lovely looking lettuce that we're picking up on the camera? How long can these be in the house?
Well, we put 15 days on them from from harvest, and since we're not cutting them off, the roots are still on them. They easily last at least 15 days. The idea is that they're still in excellent condition when you get them home, even on the 16th day. So the roots allow that to work.
So there's no acceptance issues. In other words, this is firmly established. People know what this is. They have no problem buying this. Is that it?
Correct. We've through the years, as people have learned about it, we've had many questions. Like, what's that string in the bottom? Why is that string in there? And well, that's not string. It's the roots. It allows you to actually harvest it at home. It's still living, so you can, when you get home, you pull the leaves off, and it can't be any fresher. So people get it. And actually, another big question that we've been getting through the years is they look so perfect. It must be GMO, and it's not. It's definitely not. And to become organic certified, it can't be GMO anyway. But a lot of people don't make that connection. So we decided to put it on our package. So we have that tag
non-GMO project verified. Right.
Yeah.
Good for you. It's a smart idea. And if I was to, let's say at home, I'm going to grow some vegetables, do they grow faster in a hydroponic solution than they do if I have them in the ground? Is it the same? What is it?
They grow a little bit faster, and it's a combination of us in our greenhouse. We give the plants the exact climate that they like. So we know the optimum temperature in the day, in the night, and we give that to them. So we, in essence, we baby them to grow perfectly.
They have perfect conditions.
Yeah, we give them all the nutrients they need, all the exact levels of calcium and potassium and all the elements that they need.
And are these grown in individual tubs, or are they huge tubs? I mean, can I ask?
They're actually grown in long channels, and so the water flows through the channels, and the roots are basically living in the channel for their lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
and the water's flowing past the roots.
And how long does it take to grow these lovely lettuce? How long?
It takes about 7 to 8 weeks.
Oh, it does take 7 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
From seed, we sow our
From
own
seed?
seeds. Yep,
Oh, wow.
yep.
Well, that's pretty fast, isn't it? 7 to 8 weeks, isn't it? That's fast.
It is. Yep, yep. They move right along. We sow the seed in a little peat moss cube. That's what you see there, the dark color.
Right.
So they need something to get established. So the roots are able to be in that peat moss cube, and then after about 3 weeks, we set that cube with the young seedling in our hydroponic channel, and from there the roots go on their own into the channel, and they grow up to be this beautiful head of lettuce.
So Pete, you're saying, so after 3 weeks and you plant them in the channel, that in just another 5 or so weeks, they're ready to harvest?
Yes.
Oh, that seems very efficient.
In the summer, even faster. It speeds up.
Because I know when you grow gardens for children, you have them grow radishes first because you can get those in like 28 days. They look at this, you grew this and it was fast. It was 28 days. It's very impressive. Well, Pete, thank you for being on. And Pete, once again, where can I buy your hydroponic vegetables?
Okay.
And the name of the company and where it is.
Okay, so we're in Carpinteria, California. It's Hollandia Produce, and our brands are Live Gourmet and Grower Pete's. And depending which brand, we're in most stores. We're in Vaughn's under a private label brand as well, and we're in pretty much every store that you come across.
Well, Pete, thank you for being on. It's been fun. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. You're listening to Here's to Your Health on the LA Talk Live broadcast network. I'm your host, Josh Lane. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after these important messages.